big part of life is that opinions can differ. Tempers can flare and bonds will be broken. And with that said, here's 4 film franchises that I hate. First up are the Resident Evil films. I do the air quotes because they are neither Resident Evil nor are they films. Much like Godzilla 1998, but much, much worse. On my podcast, the Half-Nerdcast, my BFF Matt and I discussed the films as much as we could without eventual suicide. But you see, these films, again, films, are just mindless action pieces that stole the skin and good name of Resident Evil, a beloved video game franchise. The video game franchise pretty much propelled the genre of survival horror while paying homage to George Romero's film trilogy, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead. Yet these RE films suffer from bad writing, directing, acting, story, special effects, and even sequential continuity. Must be Vin Diesel riding through. And yet again, like The Living Dead, these films shambled on for damn near 20 years. Thankfully, mercifully, it finally died. Only time will tell if the reboot film and Netflix series, multiple, will take a better turn for the franchise and hopefully not give rise to a new fresh horror. Next up is one of my most hated franchises of all time, aside from the Resident Evil films, and it's long-running and diabolically still somehow going on. Of course, I refer to the Fast and the Furious franchise. And I'll tell you right away, as of recording this video, I still have not seen a single film in that franchise, because I don't like hurting myself. Remember, self-love is important. Not pain. I guess unless you're into that. Back in the day, seeing the trailer for this macho car douche bro street film made me laugh out loud. I mean, just how goddamn lame it looked. I'm like, is anybody really taking this seriously as a movie? Even as entertainment? It looked like a 14-year-old wrote it for 10-year-olds to think it was cool. And yet it continued on, like a shape-shifting demon feasting on the remaining brain cells of the masses. And now it has everything from secret agents to super beings to ludicrous. Come on, Luda, you're like a winning lottery ticket on a big pile of shit. Get out of there, man, you can do so much better. Also, the biggest problem I had with this franchise is I hate Vin Diesel. Always have. I'm not even sure why, he just always irritated the hell out of me. I mean, nothing personal, Vin, but God, I can't stand you. Except for in Pitch Black. That's actually a good film, and Vin's only good film. So I salute you for that, Vin Diesel. Good job. You made one. You made one. As of this recording, I heard that the next part of the series is going to take place in space. So, Fast and Furious 9 in space. Hopefully it dies screaming, even if we can't hear it. Third up is Legally Blonde. Ugh. Now, much like the Fast and the Furious series, I have never seen these films, nor do I want to. And just like my disliking of Vin Diesel, a lot of it stems from I can't stand Reese Witherspoon. I just can't. There's something about her that's just so... ugh. Now, I know that doesn't really sound fair since I haven't actually seen the films, but think about it this way. Have you ever seen a trailer that you just had zero interest in? Like you saw the trailer and you're like, wow, that has nothing for me. It's obviously not made for me. That's fine, but I don't want to see it. Now imagine a younger version of yourself who has even less patience for this kind of crap. Definitely not going to want to see it. It's going to almost irritate you to the point of anger because you're like, what is this? So yeah, seeing Reese Witherspoon as a dumb blonde really sounded like, again, self-torture and even some kind of suicide, and suicide is never the answer. Last up is the Kid Rock of giant robot films. Fucking embarrassing. The Michael Bay abomination known as the 2007 Transformers film and franchise is utter shit. And it's what's in this shit is what makes it so disturbingly disgusting. It's visual vomit Obnoxious characters and army propaganda. Plain and simple. And these I've actually seen the first two films, and that's two too many. And again, to have a bit of fairness, I saw the first film in theaters with a couple friends. We all had a good time. Everybody clapped and cheered and laughed at all the stupid shit. Even I was a bit amused by it. I mean, whatever, I was hanging out with my friends having a good time. But most of the flaws were still apparent to me back then. So, seeing it now, I couldn't be able to sit through it. Much like the other franchises on this list, this is loud, muddled schlock meant to bank on the lowest common denominator of entertainment. The classic 80s cartoon feels like it was just a skin that was ripped off a loved one and then placed onto a soulless hollow machine. Kind of like Michael Bay. Well, thanks for watching. That's all the hate I can handle for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can support the videos of me on Patreon /Zack Bishop. So yeah, I'm just gonna go. Hey, I'm a clone of you who's also a lawyer, so let's drive a souped-up, tricked-out car to battle giant robots who may not be what they say they are. It's like I didn't even try. Oh yeah, baby.